What's up, people? How y'all doing? It's me, LG, and I just wanted to share with y'all some of the interesting things that I've been dealing with on eBay. Really interesting stuff. So I'm gonna start with a return I'm about to get. I had sold a pair of Jordan Concord 11s, the 2018 model, and I had mailed it to Florida. Now, apparently, the person received the package, and I more than likely looked at the sneaker and whatnot, and they kind of figured, oh, this sneaker's not real. So they was like, they want their money back. So I'm like, hey, it's not a big deal to me. Send it on back. Now, I'm waiting for this package to come back to my house. And through eBay, because eBay contacts you and lets the seller know what happened, and they're like, well, they need a shipping label to send that back to you because they no longer want the item. So I paid for the shipping label. It was like $11 and change. So eBay's like, they write to you and say that when you get it, inspect it, make sure it is what it is, and once everything is satisfactory, then refund them their money. And I'm like, hey, not a big deal to me. And I used to get like really pissed with people when it came down to them telling me if a sneaker's real or not and all this stuff like that. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm driving out here in the streets and I'm in the wilderness. Anyway, the point is, I used to get flustered about that shit, but like now, I don't even freaking care. And the reason why I don't care is because you have some folks who feel that their inspector QC of Nike, Miss Mei Ling, doing the inspections. But I also noticed that it's only on certain types of sneakers. It's not like every shoe. Dress shoe, sneaker, a men's shoe, women's shoe, it don't matter. It is specific shoes. Specific. Because I guarantee you, if I sold this person a pair of Asics, whatever the hell kind of Asics sneakers, they would not have done that. They would not have said, oh, I feel that this is not looking in comparison to other ones. Like, get it. That's why I said, whatever, give me my stuff back. Give me my stuff back, because I personally have sold this sneaker, Poshmark, to a young man who obviously didn't have no problems with it. So now I want to see, when it comes back to me, how it looks, if it is what it is, because people do flaky shit and send you back what you did not send them in the first place. You know, so I'm just waiting for that to come in the mail. The next thing that has taken place, I think it was actually two things. For an example, I had sold I call it a lantern because that's the style it is. It's a lamp or a light fixture that you would put like outside your front door in your house or whatever. And the shipping, I noticed in the shipping on that tracking on my eBay account, I noticed it said that it was delivered the same day I sent it to FedEx. And I was like, that can't be. I know the guy's in Raleigh. He's in North Carolina. I'm in South Carolina. And that's right up 95. But you didn't pay $30 to have this thing sent to you in the same damn day. So I know doggone well you ain't get it the same day. Needless to say, the guy, he opens up a case. And he proceeds to say to eBay, yeah, I never got my item. So they open the case up. He sends me a message. It's like, yeah, well, I never got my item. It says it was delivered and it was never delivered. Either I get my money or I get my item. And I'm like, first of all, don't come at me sideways. Don't talk to me like you stupid, like you lost your mind. But you get a lot of people on there that'll do that because they feel they can do that. Yeah. Any hooser. So I said to the guy, I was like, I can see exactly what you're seeing as far as shipping, the tracking is concerned. I see the same thing. I don't know why it says that, but it does. So I told him, I said, just contact FedEx because that was the method used to ship it. He tells me, he's like, I shouldn't have to contact FedEx. That's your job. I'm like, mister, let me tell you something. Once I send that package, It is out of my hands. Okay? Now, if I call myself doing any extra steps, that's exactly what it will be. Extra steps. Because at the end of the day, it's up to FedEx to drop that shit off. Because that was the method used to ship it. The point is, maybe a day or so went by, and I called FedEx. Because I was just curious as to why does it say it was shipped the same day I mailed it. Meanwhile, by the way, let me clarify for y'all. I mailed this on a Friday through FedEx. Okay? A Friday. So you know what days come after Friday, right? Saturday and Sunday. And remember, he paid for like regular type of shipping. There was no like I said, he didn't pay like $25, $30 where you could get it the next day. So, and I sent them a message. I was like, listen, mister, I've mailed this on Friday, and now we're in the weekend. Don't you kind of think you should wait until Monday to see if you get the package? Well, let me tell you something. Remember, he opened a case against me. So I called Tuesday to FedEx because I had put the tracking information in online, and it's apparently they had already dropped his package off Monday and reused that same tracking number. So when I went online, the FedEx website was like, hey, well, which one of these packages is yours? And I was like, oh, damn, why they got the same number for all these different packages? Because they reused that number. So I called their customer service. I talked to the fellow there, and he was like, oh, they dropped that off on the 27th. I was like, Monday? He's like, yes. And I was like, good. I was like, is there any possibility you can send that information you're looking at to my email in case I have to present it to eBay? He was like, yeah, sure. That's not a problem. So he sent it to my email. So I contacted eBay and I told them what the situation is. And they were like, okay, they can see on their end that it was delivered. Let me tell you something. Because that man opened a case, it was up to him. It's kind of like the balls in your court situation where he has to just do whatever it is on his end to finalize the whole situation. Because the man he has his light fixture. Because he has not said not the first word to me since the weekend. How about that? Anywho, so eBay eventually, because I had to let eBay know, like, can you finalize everything? Because this guy is not responding back or whatever and doing whatever he needs to do on his end. So they basically closed it out. And they was like, well, he got his stuff, we can see it, and we're not going to return the money to him because he has his item. And I was like, yeah, I know. Anywho, thank you, eBay, because right now these people are not at work. They're more than likely home just doing whatever they can customer service wise from home. And I don't even think it's all of them. And on top of that, so the next thing that happened was, I forget what item it was. I don't even remember what item it was. All I know is that I've had two people who was claiming they never received their stuff. Like, for an example, this one guy, he got some crackers. I sent him some crackers. And he said he didn't get it. But on the tracking, it clearly says that they tried to deliver it, but they couldn't find a safe place to put it. So, and then on top of it, the guy said, oh, the post office tried to charge me an extra $6 for the delivery because the postage wasn't correct. And I was like, damn. I was like, I fucked up with the postage. I'm like, shoot. And I'm like, just have them send it back because then I could put the right label on it. You know. But apparently, they never sent it back. Here's the thing. When he opened up a case, because eBay closed this case out, by the way, because they're like, we see that it's delivered. And so the guy, he hits me up and he was like, I don't know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get out of this and this, that, and the other. And I was like, hey. I was like, all right, slow down. I was like, slow down. I was like, because you're just not going to talk to me however you feel. This is what took place. I said, I contacted eBay and I talked to them. I said, I don't know if you did, but I know I did. And this is what they told me, that they see is delivered. Now, what this man was saying, that he sees that they had, the post office tried to deliver it, but they didn't have a safe place to put it. He sees the same thing I'm seeing. The eBay people see the item was delivered. This is what eBay actually did, because they closed the case out, but this is what they final resolution was. They were like, okay, so since it's delivered, they actually canceled the money. When I go into my PayPal and I look at this man where his payment came in, I can see where they had a hold on it because the case was open. And then I see where it says cancel. So that man, that means that man got his money back. And the crackers. I mean, I'm not at a loss not necessarily I'm not at a loss. This is why I said, like I told my one of my friends, and he was like, well, as long as they you know, you get to keep the money and you do. I'm like, nah. I'm like, dude, you don't understand. Like, when they tell people they refund people their money, and then you don't have the item, you're out of the item. Like in this case, I'm out of the item. That's an item I paid for. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so anyway, whatever. But that's what's been going on. But I've been noticing like an uptick of like people trying to do funny things. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, dude, either you want the item or you don't. There's no need to do none of that funny style stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because if this was a hand-to-hand transaction, face-to-face type of situation, I guarantee you really wouldn't come at me too crazy. You might be thinking it. You might make kind of try, but I ain't going to go for it. But since we have eBay in between, that's the method, the manner that we use for buying and selling. They are involved in it. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of times these things show up as negative strikes on your account, and they leave negative feedback. And as far as negative feedback is concerned, after dealing with Uber, and I talked to my brother about things that we experienced with Uber, I ain't even thinking about your negative feedback. Because when I know I'm doing the right thing, I'm just doing the right thing. You leave something, and what's crazy is I had already left that man with the crackers positive feedback, and then he hits me a couple of days after the package came to his town with the I never got my item stuff. Then eventually left negative feedback. Man, please, whatever about the negative feedback, because the longer you stay into selling things online, you're not always going to have positive feedback. I don't care what you do. You could have did everything right. You're still going to have somebody coming out the woodwork with that nonsense. Do you understand what I'm saying? But what do? You keep freaking moving on. As long as you're not out there trying to run a game on people, then what you worried about it for? That's how I feel personally. I'm not going crazy over it, but I definitely wanted to share it with y'all out there so y'all know, like, if you don't sell stuff on eBay or whatever or anywhere online, certain things to expect. And this is one of them things. Definitely one of them things. I had people ask me, "Oh, why are your prices like so high?" Well, child, after you realize I have to buy the item, then eBay gets a cut, PayPal gets a cut, and it depends on what you're selling, what kind of cut PayPal gets, because I sell food too. So they don't charge me tax. PayPal don't charge me tax for food. But that damn eBay, that's where your major charges is coming from. eBay. Okay, and I don't have like one of them stores where I can post like I have 10 of the same item. I don't have a store where I can list it and saying I have 10 of those. I don't have that kind of store. I got the regular schmegular sell your stuff on eBay type of option is what I'm working with right now. So, and like, I don't have thousands of items to post. I don't have hundreds. I'm lucky I got 300 items to post, and that's a lot. But there's some people who can post thousands. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get it to the point where I don't have to depend on an eBay. And it's just bumping off of the fact that people trust me and want to do business with me, and I have what they like, and the prices seem to be right. You know what I'm saying? But I also realize a lot of people don't want to pay for shipping neither. And my thing is, you're paying for shipping anyway. I just want to be clear on that. You're paying for shipping. These people are not selling this stuff out here and getting nothing. They're getting a big fat goose egg for selling that. Nah, they're getting a cut out of that. You're paying for shipping, eBay charges, PayPal charges, and it depends on they seller ratings and they levels. That they take a little bit less from you. But someone like in my position, they take a little bit more from me. Like for them sneakers, for example, it was like $6. About seven. I say about $7.50, something like that. $8. I don't know, something funky like that. And then PayPal did pretty much the same thing. So you total that together, it's like $12, $13 minus whatever you pair of sneakers that you sold on there. Yeah, how you doing? Yeah, you gonna pay for shipping. Yes. Yes, you are. Sorry, but you are. Because if you really think about it, I'm not Walmart. I'm not Walmart, so why in the world would someone think that me selling some little like bag I sell them bags of Snickers popcorn? I've never had it personally, but I've heard people say they like it. And I have sold the Oreo popcorn too. And when you get something like that, yeah, you're gonna pay for shipping. Yes, because I have to buy that bag. Then I have to put it on there and give them a cut. Them meaning eBay and PayPal. So, but at the end of the day, I still like what I do. It's not going to stop me from doing what I do, whether running into funkiness with buyers or with these different cuts that eBay and PayPal take. I still calculate me in. You don't calculate yourself out. I don't know why would you do that. I get free shipping if I get an item for FREE, and hopefully your tail ain't in California or something, because I'm in South Carolina, so it's gonna cost a nice little grip to send certain things that way. Across that Appalachian mountain range is a wrap. Needless to say, but I figured I'd share that with y'all. I hope y'all doing all right out there and stuff like that. No, I don't have a mask on because I don't have a mask on. And there you go. But I hope y'all being safe otherwise. You understand what I'm saying? And that y'all doing well. So I'm going to holler at y'all because I got to wrap some stuff in the house and post some more things on my eBay. And I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace.